Hi, my name is Spencer Rowe, and this is my leadership philosophy. First and foremost is honesty. Honesty is my most important trait that I believe every leader should have because many leaders or managers don't have it. It's a very simple thing that just isn't in a lot of managers nowadays because it's seen as weakness. Taking responsibility for your own actions is seen as being weak to your team and showing that you might not have made the best decision. And you wouldn't want your team to see that, but that's in fact not true. Showing your team that you can take responsibility for something that maybe didn't go as well as you thought it would is a huge sign of strength. It makes them want to follow you more and more. Also, taking responsibility comes along with apologizing and reassuring. Reassuring that you will try your best next time and that you will listen and hear about your feedback and use it in a very constructive manner. And apologizing to your team and making sure that they can know that you will always have them in mind. And also, giving honest feedback and taking honest feedback are both very important, and they both take honesty. Giving important feedback is very important to your team and how they can grow and how they can expand their knowledge and their physical abilities, and using your honesty to give them constructive feedback is a perfect way to do so. Second on my list of great traits to have as a leader is positivity. And this is actually something I struggle with in my own personal job is having people around you that are just not positive, people who hate their job, people who hate the situation that they're in. And a lot of managers nowadays sort of feed off of it and they will not be as positive as they can. But when you're leading a team, being positive is one of the most important things you can do because they're going to see that and they're going to follow you. And if you're negative, they're going to follow you just as much, if not more. Remaining positive to set examples for your team is the most important thing you can do as far as positivity goes because they will feed off of it in a great way. This positivity you have is contagious and it might not always be easy, but you need to contain your positivity and spread it as much as you can, even when it's in hard times that you might not normally be as positive in. And being positive will be something that will not work for you just in work, at home, in your schooling. It'll work with you everywhere you go. And everyone will know that you are positive and it will reflect off of your team. Lastly, we have empathy. And empathy is one that's not as much important for you, but it's more important for your team. Your team is full of a bunch of people, and people all have their own struggles in life. And understanding that everyone is a little different and understanding that everyone needs someone to be there for them is going to be your most important asset for leading them. Having an you can always come to me mindset, and not just saying that to be nice, but saying that to let them understand that you are truly someone who's going to be listening to them and active listening trying to understand their problems and trying to be there for them in times of need. They're gonna feel more welcomed by you. They're going to feel like you actually care for them. And having someone who's there for them is going to make them more willing to accept you and willing to work for you and willing to achieve your goals as of the team in a much more constructive manner. And this is having the best interest for your team is going to also push your main objective in a much more productive way. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I truly believe that honesty, positivity, and empathy are the three main traits that I think every leader should have on this earth. And I feel that many people are lacking them nowadays. And having these three traits, it'd be a lot more likely that you'd be successful in not just the endeavors of yourself, but for your team. And as a leader, your team matters much, much more than your own personal reputation. Thank you.